Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legends of Arcadia Genesis. Dave
So I
sees
think
the
I pulled out a
eyeballs.
jar of eyes and said,
Wait,
like,
no,
is it the eyeballs?
hang on. I try and push that back into his bag. I want to check to try and
Give
stop
me an opposed dex check. See if you can
it. Okay,
pull it, push it in before
I'll
he
take
pulls it
that.
out.
I haven't got a great chunk, but I do want a chance.
You can go there.
19? Anyone?
That's a failure, so you cannot
Oh.
push it into the pack, regardless of what he rolls. Yeah.
Damn it.
He whips out the eyes, and you see the soul leaves Dave's body as he's out of the frying pan and into the fire with another destructive group.
You done, Kale? Sometimes. What did they teach you at that university?
What? I am studying Elven Eyes.
I'm only
Gonna
half
do a
elf.
chapter on half elf eyes?
Oh yeah, no, you're what? So what is the difference exactly between half Elven Eyes and Elven Eyes? Do you have
only one way to find out, Kale? As I take out my dagger.
He begins to backpedal away from you guys. I didn't.
I
No, I
put a
won't. Don't
giant
worry, Dave,
hand
I'm just
over Dave's back, and I say, "Don't worry, Dave. I'll protect you from these loonies."
Like you protected the elves?
He wasn't there then.
I have no idea what those are.
He came after the elves.
They've got to be fake, right?
The gods gave them to
They're
us.
fake. Yeah,
They're
he spawned
real,
with
though.
those.
It's not like we ripped them out of an elf or anything. That would be barbaric.
So the Shimmer Drake, it camouflages by plane shifting into the Feywild and using the reflective pools there to spot its prey.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's why you can't ever find it.
That's why we saw it, because we drank that water, right?
I do have a
I
way
think
to
that
detect.
was just the pixies messing with us.
No, I'm
I
not
do-
sure.
I have a way to detect phased creatures, but I would need to rest on it.
Phased? Or ethereal? Fey creature. Yeah.
In different planes, creatures traversing different planes.
So phased and phase.
Yes.
Phased
Phase.
Phase. Yes, that would
You
work.
perhaps
Oh, that
know
you
of,
should get a
Phase,
bonus for
phase,
that.
phase?
Yes.
Dave, you're of Fey ancestry, and you've spent some time in the swamp. Do you know of a place where one might be able to traverse into the Feywilds? Perhaps we could hunt it in its own lair.
He comes and puts a hand on your shoulder and shakes his head before you and says, "Oh, brother, the things about the Feywild that you don't know could fill a book. Yeah, you can enter it from literally any place here, if you are able to, and I can't. And you can't. So, unless you're like a pixie in disguise, you look a little big to be a pixie.
Those pixies go. The pixies brought us here. Are we in the Feywild right now?
No,
look
you're on the
around.
prime materia plane.
The what?
The prime material. I don't know why we don't call it the material plane or like just home, but prime materia plane. Yeah.
You're out of your elements here, Fabhearts.
Clearly.
Can you tell that Dave is a half elf?
At first, with his like hair kind of covering his ears and coming down fairly straight on the sides, he just looks like a gentleman. But if you really study him and you like take the extra care to be like, but is he a half elf really? Your Fadar goes off and you can tell.
Oh, God.
I'm just having a real
Really
good
proud
look
of
at him,
that
and I
one.
guess
I was
I
going to
guess-
say, the best thing about that is how proud Neal is of himself
I'm so
after he
proud of
said
that
it.
well, he's gonna clap himself on the back for the rest of the evening for that one. I'm gonna
live off that for
reach,
days.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach underneath my hair and then I'm gently gonna touch my ears, remembering that the pixie asked me if I was human and that they'd never met a human like me before.
Hmm.
And I guess Nyx has a little moment of hesitation where she's actually not sure if maybe she doesn't just look like one, and it's not obvious.
So,
where is it, Dave?
So it's like all around us. I can't go into the Feywild, but I can. And he like walks over to one of these bushes and like puts his face against inside like the stack of reeds, and his head sort of vanishes. Like you can see between these two reeds, and his head's not there. But on the left side of this reed, his head is there, and on the right side of this other reed, his head is there. But there's like moments where he seems to not entirely be here, and he'll pull his face out of the reeds and goes, "I can look in." So I'm only a half elf.
Babhides goes, "Rawr!" and charges into the reeds.
You go right through the reeds.
Burst through the border between planes.
You just go right through and into the water
I
on the
try
other side.
and rip the barrier to the Feywild with my muscles.
Give me a strength check, Babhides.
Open gates.
What about Ben? What about
Yeah.
Ben Bar's lift gates?
Give me a Ben Bar's lift gates, Babhides.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I try to lift the gate between worlds. It's a 20% chance.
He's gonna throw his back out in a second there.
69.
Nice.
Just the number I was looking
Nice.
for.
You go to an entirely different plane.
Oh my.
Yeah,
8 out of
you
10 boys.
stomp around in the swamp for a little bit. And that's when Dave, the half elf, pulls his head out of another stack of reeds and panically points to the left and goes, that way. And you
Lead
find
on,
yourselves
Dave. Lead on.
you find yourselves headed right back to the direction of that hanging antelope, which has been half eaten in your absence. The sun has met the ocean. It is hovering right at the very edge of it, off on the distance. Nightfall is here.
Dave, is it on the ground near the body?
He goes up to the tree, pokes his head into the tree, and pulls it right back out, and begins to point towards the top of the tree. And that is when the Shimmer Drake materializes at the same time as it seems to shift. Like, it's a creature coming out of camouflage. So at first it's a tree, and then you notice there's like feathers coming off of it, and then the feathers seem to have scales covering them. But as the whole thing sort of shimmers into existence, it also moves in both directions at the same time until there are 6 Shimmer Drakes. Each one of you has a Shimmer Drake staring directly at your 6. Yeah. What's his name is back at the ocean.
Yeah.
The 6 Shimmer Drakes surround you, each one staring at one of you. And I think this is where we
into
roll
some
initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Am I still large? Well, I know I'm large. Am I still enlarged?
No,
How
I
many
think it's been
minutes
like
has it been?
45 minutes since
Okay.
all that nonsense went down.
Okay.
Get rid of this one, and we'll add this one. Dave, the half-elf, will not participate in combat. He is not very useful and has no weapons or spells or actions of any kind. He's got Cower down. It's a pretty good attack that he's got.
I'd like to
got
try to
4,
keep it
11.
here. Don't know how I'm going to do that. I think that the best I can do is just attack it. Oh, I didn't click my button. I'm so sorry.
The outrage.
Who am I? I'm Blue Man. Here we are. I rolled an 11.
I
Oh,
got you back.
nice.
Raekwon. No,
All right.
No,
wrong
no,
way.
no.
Wrong
Yeah.
way. Nyx.
Right. Nyx quickly grabs a card from her pocket, which looks like this. And she starts turning it in her hand, like over and over. And every time she turns it, there's another mirror image popping out.
How many times do you turn it?
next to her. Well, let's figure it out. Huh? What do you roll for this? D4 plus 1 every 3 levels of experience, so that is a D3 plus 1. Oh no, are we 6 yet?
I'm 6. Don't know about you.
I don't think we are. No, so 1d3 plus 1. Yeah, I tried it exactly 2 times, Neal. Nailed it.
Should have turned the third.
Wait. It's D4, isn't it?
Is it?
Mirror
What
image.
did I say?
think so. You did D3 plus 1, but it's D4 plus 1, I think.
Right.
You can
want
keep
me
the
to
one if you
reroll it, or
want.
do we just stick with the 1?
You can
I
re-roll
can
it, but
re-roll.
since 1 is within the range of 1 to 4, you could keep the 1 if you want.
I don't know
Lovely.
if that's how RNG works.
I'm just giving players options, you know.
We're taking the 5 instead.
It's a lot better.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'd like that option. Okay, thank you.
So now there's a Nyx for every
Shimmer Drake.
Shimmer Drake.
But all the
Yeah.
Nyxes are looking at the one Shimmer Drake that's looking at her.
Yeah.
Yes. Fab hides. It's here. Your quarry is before you.
Right? Can I target a different Shimmer Drake?
Totally.
Which
There's
one's
6
the
of
real
them.
Shimmer Drake?
It's a good question.
The one right in front of me. I hit it with a stick. I think I'd probably miss.
I think you miss. You miss. You miss the Shimmer Drake. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna extend your vision so I can make multiple Shimmer Drakes around you guys.
Are all of the Shimmer Drakes moving independently? Like,
This is a great question, Fab Hides. You take a look at these Shimmer Drakes, and indeed, each one seems to be focused on a person, but they're all sort of moving in tandem. Like, they're all kind of doing the same bobbing, weaving back and forth, side to side sort of thing. They're not necessarily perfectly in sync, but it's really fucking close. So you attempted to bash the one directly before you and got nowhere with it. Abaddon.
I cast Prayer. Everyone gets +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws, and the Shimmer Drakes get -1.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed.
Okay. And the Shimmer Drake goes. Each of the Shimmer Drakes move forward and attempt a bite.
there's a Shimmer Drake in a monstrous manual? I thought Raekwon made this thing up.
It is a I can do math, I swear to God. 14. Does a 14 hit anyone?
No, because I am not surprised.
You are not surprised, but I think Kale's AC is 14 or less.
Yes.
I don't think. Is it? Because
Kale's
you have
AC
armor.
is 10.
When you armor me, it would become 14, right?
Oh, it's exactly 14 then. Okay.
Yeah.
How much dex do you have?
Oh, also
I have
Dave has AC 10.
Dave wasn't participating.
Oh, right.
Dave, was
Dave may not
mistaken.
want to participate, but the Shimmer Drake wants to participate with Dave.
All right.
We all knew Dave was the bait.
Oh!
Okay, so Kale, you will take 6 damage.
-1.
-1, thank you.
-1 to hit and damage. So would is its attack only a 13 instead of a
If it's
14?
-1 to hit, then it's a 13 to hit, yeah.
So it doesn't even hit Kale.
Oh, it doesn't hit me.
I thought your AC was 10.
Armor, 14.
Okay.
Armor
well,
lasts
then-
until I take a certain amount of damage.
Yeah, then you're Gucci.
Nice.
Raekwon. No.
right.
Wait,
yes.
Dave
yes,
just
Raekwon.
died, right?
Oh, I forgot to roll Dave's damage. Dave takes 9 damage and has 4 hit points. Oh, 8 damage and has 4 hit points. Dave, hits the ground, a bite taken out of him, and is prone.
Does his Shimmer Drake stick around and continue eating him?
Yes, his Shimmer Drake goes back to sort of like prancing back and forth, waiting for an opening, moving in and out.
All right. Raekwon is very disappointed in the death of his friend and gives out a battle cry, "For Dave!" and then strikes with his sword
Nice.
with a with a 4.
Your heart wasn't in it, you know.
My heart
Like
wasn't
you
in
gave
it.
the battle
I
cry, but you
I
didn't
just
feel the
lost
battle cry.
my friend. I couldn't
The heartbreak
believe he was gone.
of Dave is just, Achilles goes on a rampage after his buddy dies, and after yours dies, it's too much.
It is.
handle
It
it.
is.
Kale.
Could my Shimmer Drake make me a saving throw versus spell at -2?
Yes, it can. Saving throw versus spell at -2 is a 10 versus its saving throw of
Fail.
Nah.
11. Oh,
So it fails?
It also gets a
fails.
-1, right? Did you
Yeah, it gets a
-2 on
as
the
well.
on the
Okay,
side.
gets
so it rolls a
-1 from
9.
Pratt. Yeah.
Okay, so it is a very thirsty Drake, and it's going to spend its time trying to drink some water.
Water or Dave's blood?
Probably water. I imagine there's a lot more water around than there is Dave's blood.
Fine.
We are
So
in
the
march.
angel of death isn't here with his sweet, sweet blood.
No.
Alas.
No. And it is initiative round.
All right. You know what? Let's cast spells.
Make sure you all click your tokens.
Oh, son of a gun!
God damn it, Raekwon.
I got you. See,
Nice,
there. It's
nice.
like it never happened.
Beautiful.
Where's good? How
Oh,
far
God.
apart are each?
That's
of
actually
these
11.
Neal?
Not bad.
Excuse me?
How far apart are each of these drakes?
Well, if you guys are sort of standing in a circle like this, and they're in front of you like this, then I guess, I don't know, if this is 5 feet, then they're probably 10 feet from each other-ish. Maybe a little bit more.
Okay. Who's that next to Nyx?
That's Raekwon.
Oh, that's Raekwon? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast a spell that should encompass these two then, if they're 10 feet apart.
These two?
Or wait, okay, so these things could actually reach. No, I could not without not without hitting Raekwon. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and hit these two that are on Nyx and Raekwon.
Okay.
With a spell here.
Okay.
Let me just roll into the initiative order with that. Sorry, I have to click my token, and it's very awkward because of how you handle selections in Roll20. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Well, you go first, please.
All right, I need both of them to roll me a saving throw versus poison as a stinking cloud manifests in the area.
Well, we get a 17 and a 4, -1 to each of those, so 16 and 3, 1 pass, 1 fail. The stinking cloud, does it hit Nyx or Raekwon? Or is it just like
no,
a
I'm
cloud like?
specifically, I couldn't get 3 because otherwise I would have hit Raekwon, so I only
Okay.
get 2.
So you box it like this and you clip them.
Yep.
They are within the cloud. And we'll wait for their turn for their actions. Nyx.
Right. So I take it, are they obscured in there?
Not
No,
too
you should be able to
much.
see through it, but
Yeah.
you can't step into it without risking
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm gonna turn myself a little bit so I can look over at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one. And so, Neal, I'm an illusionist. I'm specialized in illusions. I feel like there should be some kind of check I can make to figure out what
Give
kind of
me-
magic that just was.
Yeah, give me an in
Like-
check. This is illusions are your domain. If you think this is an
Yeah.
illusion,
And I want a lawyer like a +1 for
You
being
should,
an
if you're a
illusionist. If it is
specialist, if you're a
I'm-
specialist, you should have like +1 or maybe +2
Yeah.
for
is
your
it a plus
versus your domain.
15% chance? It might even be +3.
I thought
you
it's
get-
a +1 for saves, but
That is a great question. One of these rarely used but super important rules that we forget about. Do. Because the specialists have an enhanced understanding of the spells within their school, they receive a +1 bonus when making saving throws against spells, those spells when cast by other wizards. So yeah, +1 on this int check. Holy shit, Nyx, yes. There is one Shimmer Drake. The rest of these are illusions, and it is able to, it's sort of like a mirror image spell, but over like a greater distance, with each one being independently controlled, and it's one of these at any given time.
Right. But I wouldn't know which one it is currently.
Well, with a 36 / a natural 20 on this round, yes, you can see that 5 of them are sort of moving at more or less in the same pattern, and one of them is like a half second ahead of it in the pattern that it's moving. And the one that is ahead is the one next to Kale.
Right.
It is currently incapacitated and desperately drinking water.
It was not, because last round it was not there. Last round it was somewhere else, and that one was just an illusion last round. Unfortunate for you.
I can point at it, right? I'm gonna say that's the real one. Get this one.
Oh yeah.
Bad hides.
Ignoring the illusory Shimmer Drake next to him, Fab Hides will circle around to back attack the real Shimmer Drake. Provoking an opportunity from this one, but trusting in Nyx to not lead him astray.
Well, it rolls a natural 19 plus,
and does illusory damage, right?
It does illusory damage, but illusory damage is real unless you like believe that it's not or something, right? So how do you deal with illusory damage when you think it's not? Do you need to make
illusionist just told me that it's not real.
But illusionary damage, even if someone tells you,
saving throw versus spell, and you kill my character.
Cool. No, right.
Cool moves, Neal.
I want to look up the rules.
If a party member points out that it's an illusion,
to disbelieve illusion comes into play.
Yeah, you get a bonus of like +4 if a party member points out, I think.
Yes. You would make a saving throw here?
I'm trying to figure out what
the
rules
really
are.
don't, but I guess I should roll it.
To be honest, I'm not even sure if that one can make a bite at you, since they're all working in tandem. I guess they would all like look like they're moving to their left side to make a snap attack, which might...
They wouldn't know, would they? Because their actions are based on the real one. Assuming it's like...
Right, so either the real one is trying to manipulate the others into making this attack as well.
So my question then would be, can it really, can it actually accurately manipulate that movement when it's not actually targeting Fab Hides? Because like, it's basically going to be trying to guess, Fab Hides is around here and biting at him, right? But just biting at thin air.
Kind of. When it makes an attack, it's not making the exact same attack against everyone. Like each individual Drake goes in for a bite that seems appropriate for it. So they're sort of semi-automated illusions, but they also follow a very simple pattern.
I believe you get a +4 on your save, but it takes your action to disbelieve, if that's what you want to do.
No, I think Fab Hides would just assume it can't hurt him and die.
Pick each seat, inescapable.
I mean, I'm not taking an action to disbelieve it. So it sounds like you get an attack roll and I die.
If a character takes enough damage to die, he collapses in a faint and is just unconscious and regains, unless you fail like a system shock or something.
You can't die from illusionary damage.
Oh, you
can get KO.
You can't.
I think you can get knocked out or something.
If a character takes enough damage to die, he collapses in a faint. A system shock roll should be made for the character. His mind, believing the damage to be real, may cause his body to cease functioning! ! If the character survives, he regains consciousness in 1d3 turns. When illusion creates a situation of inescapable death, such as a giant block dropping from the ceiling...
Make the roll to hit, I guess. And, I don't know, is he smart enough to wait for a back attack? It's a freaking illusion.
No, it's a freaking illusion. So it's just a bite at you.
It seems really
Does
OP, and like Nyx should make illusory like.
Well, okay.
But
But you
Black.
are fighting the legendary Shimmer Drake, right?
Oh, totally. I'm just.
Okay,
But it
cool.
sounds like Faye should be making illusory Shimmer Drakes to
Neal,
get attacks of opportunity.
She made illusory ogres and wrecked everything. You remember?
So do you
the
hit or
main-
not, Neal?
Yes, it hits.
What does it roll?
For damage,
What does it roll to hit?
I rolled a natural 19
Okay,
plus
sure.
a shit ton.
All right, I'll start rolling my new character.
Excellent. Fab Hides, make me a system shock check.
How much damage did you deal? I was mostly joking.
I didn't bother rolling it because I thought it would be way more than enough to kill you. Because it's like a critical hit and it does 2d8, so it's like 48 damage. So it's,
God.
more than enough to kill you.
Wait,
if
does
you...
it actually crit? What's its hit bonus?
7? And I
Minus
rolled a 19. What's your AC?
So 19.
Oh,
So
I thought that you would actually just be rickety wrecked.
Still plays by 5 though.
it still KOs me, right?
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
have 19. Okay.
Yeah.
This game's stupid. Can I get a new DM?
You know what? We'll get you a new DM real soon.
Wait. Neal. Right. Here's an argument.
Bring it.
Let's say if the main Shimmer Drake is having to feign the opportunity attack in order to make its illusion back attack Fab Hides, yeah? Maybe anyone in melee with the real one, it's opening itself up a little bit.
Right,
making
'cause it has-
pulse
it, like-
to someone else. So maybe
That's
Kale
fair.
gets a swing with his stuff.
Cascade
I will give-
opportunity attacks.
I will give Kale an opportunity attack. I mean, you can all take them, but Kale's is the only
Do
one
I
that
get,
matters.
do I get
and-
like a flanking bonus
Yeah.
or something? Since
If I-
it's turning
I'll give you a
to
plus
side
one.
to snap at
If
them?
we strike
no.
the illusion,
Yeah, we
is there
could
a
break
chance
the
to break
illusion.
it?
You can all make attacks against your illusions then, and we'll see how
Okay.
that plays out. I
Yeah,
don't want to
that sounds
reveal too much.
I roll a 13. I have no
I'm
idea
down
if
by
that hits.
It does not hit.
Okay.
Does that
I
not
am
hit?
so much in combat with this illusion.
Abaddon?
Wait, why?
An epic
Why
Why
base.
do I
You
need to
hit the shit out
attack
of
my? Why do I
You
need
don't-
to attack my illusion?
You don't have to.
I don't know. They're lawyering. These opportunity attacks are getting out of control.
Kale, you slam your Maelstrom Mace into a Shimmer Drake. Roll me some damage. Not Kale, Abaddon.
8 damage.
It's an epic blow.
And +1 damage for prayer, so it's actually 9 damage. And
Epic blow.
my mace would have an effect as well, right? Okay, -2 AC.
Wonderful. Love it. Fab Hives, where's that system shock check?
What, who gives a shit?
I give a shit. The viewers give a shit.
But they don't. They're less than 75. I pass.
Okay.
So I die, but I am revivable or something.
You
pass
are
out.
unconscious.
Your brain is overloaded by the illusion, but you don't die. You're just unconscious.
Is the one I hit disappeared?
Nope, it stays right there. Raekwon.
All right, so I have attacked my thing, and it's still there, but Nyx has pointed and been like, "Get that one!" And so I turn around, and at the one across from Kale, I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at it, and hoping the legendary creature in the campus forest has more than 4 inches. Or at least 4 inches.
One of the heads has detached from the bodies and floated to the surface again. It gets a saving throw, right?
It does get a saving throw.
-1. -1.
And it will
And
fail. And all the
nice.
drakes together begin to cackle and laugh at the party. What is the duration of Tasha's?
Well, it's an interesting spell. On the round immediately following, the victim begins smiling, then giggling, chucking, whatever, and finally breaking into uncontrollable gales of laughter. Although the mirth lasts only a single round, the affected creature must spend the next round after gaining its feet, and then loses 2 points from its strength, or, in parentheses, -2 to attack and damage rolls for all rounds remaining in the spell, which will be an additional 3 rounds after the 2 is incapacitated.
And this isn't one of those things that elves and fey creatures have resistance to, is it?
It's
They
about
get-
intelligence. If
Okay, so yeah.
if your intelligence is in certain ranges, you
Right.
get penalties to save, and then at 4, you're just immune.
So, yeah. It's not a charm. It's from the school of enchantment charm, but it's not an actual charm spell or a sleep spell. So there's no
Correct.
90% resistance.
I believe charm is wisdom based, anyways.
Perfect. The Shimmer Drake. Yeah, right?
I would like to lawyer for Fabheads one more time. I want to know where it says it's an action. So there's a successful saving throw versus spell. I want to know where it says that it's a full action, and I wouldn't have just.
Okay.
Okay.
It would make sense that it's just like a thing that you do while. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where. Somewhere. Let's see.
Ability, determine, DMP penalties. Casters clearly proceed to.
Where even is the section on this?
I don't know.
Page 110, Chapter 7, Magic. Victim will rely on this. Nope. Good indicator. Rare instances where they automatically fail or pass.
Illusions cannot be used to cause real damage. Should record it. It's enough to die. System shock should be made. Okay, that's.
It doesn't say it's an action.
Leave abilities turn by situation. Normal those observing illusion
I
are
read
allowed
it
a
out
saving
from
throw
the
versus
book.
spell if they actively disbelieve the illusion.
Yeah, there's nothing about it taking an action.
For player characters, disbelieving is an action in itself
really?
and takes a round.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right. Cool. There it is. All right.
Although the
Still
weird part
dead.
is, for NPCs and monsters, a normal saving throw is made if the DM deems it appropriate.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird because it basically just screws players specifically.
I mean, it leaves it up to the DM whether he wants to screw his players, and we all know what kind of DM Neal is.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right. Clarified.
Okay.
It sounds like it is a full action.
Okay. Trust the two of you who have said it, but I still can't find the entry, but okay.
It's in the Big Illusions entry. It's after the chapter starting an illusion spell, therefore depends on its believability. And it's in that chapter pretty early.
Got it. Player characters is an action in and of itself and takes a round. Okay. Cool. And Fab Hides wasn't going for it. He just
I mean, yeah.
he
I don't know if I
Fab
had read that
Hides in,
first.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, he did what you expect. Okay, sorry, Raekwon, you've made it laugh. The Shimmer Drakes are cackling. And the duration is 1 round per level, and you are level 5. Okay, so it is rickety wrecked. Abaddon.
Can I mean, on the map, it looks like I could move here without taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I move here, but I'm going to attack this one down here. Reminding you that maybe there's a chance that it's got -2 to its AC as I swing at it with my mace for a 16.
16 is a miss.
Even with -2 to AC, potentially flank attack as well.
It doesn't have -2 to its AC. That was an illusion that you struck. It had absolutely no effect on the main being. So it's missed by 1.
Flank.
Yeah, you did include flanking already?
Nope.
Yep. Then 17 will do it. You strike the creature.
For another 9 damage. And this time my mace will do something.
Yes, this is a real one.
-2 to its damage.
Excellent. The Shimmer Drake goes. Now, Reg.
It is
This-
not incapacitated yet. It's incapacitated next round.
Right, okay. On the round immediately following, it begins smiling, giggling, chuckling.
Yes.
Okay, so it can't do anything next round. This round, it can still act. And
Yes.
each of the Shimmer Drakes will take a bite at their targets. Fab Hides is down, and Dave's is down, and yet the Shimmer Drakes stay seemingly focused on these unconscious characters, not moving to anyone else. So
Presumably they wouldn't do damage then, would they? Because like there is
the
no
damage
mental.
is illusory. It's enough to knock
Yeah.
someone unconscious, but they will survive, definitely. Unless Dave's was originally the right one the first round. It will make an attack roll that is a modified 20 -1 is a modified 19 against everyone in the party.
It'll
Yeah,
hit.
it's-
You guys
rolls.
have... You all take damage. Faye, you did actually spend your action to determine what is illusory and what is not, so you won't. But literally everyone else will take 2 + 8 damage.
-2.
-2 because of Abaddon's bullshit.
2 + 8, you said?
-2.
2 + 8
so,
-2.
Okay, so 8.
Just 8.
-8.
Yep.
Can we see a
2 +
health
8.
bar for the main Drake or not?
yeah, I will put it here in the middle.
Okay.
Oh man, it's so weird how much less health you have than me, Raekwon.
Raekwon.
Well, bear in mind, I got hit by its stinger and got burned by Abaddon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you have
that's a
less-
good point. Sorry,
you
another
have
minus
less max.
Another -1 damage from prayer, Neal. So it's actually 7.
Okay.
Plus 1.
I don't know why I can't get the Drake in front of the token instead of behind it, but this will have to do. For some reason, the marker and the Drake do not want to comply. There we go. Excellent. And now we roll initiative for next round.
All right.
What's the initiative to disbelieve?
3, 0, 0.
I roll to disbelieve with a +4.
Kale's gonna call out Nyx. Which one's the real one? As I begin to incant the spell.
Right. I mean, I will point it out whenever I can.
Yes, it will require
do
a check on your round to redetermine which one is the correct
no,
one.
I don't think so, because once I know
The illusion is
like
disbelieved,
which
yeah.
one is it's disbelieved, it's gone. Like that's how it says in the thing.
It changes from illusion to illusion. It's a spell that allows it to like move from right attacker to right attacker.
But I think if it's a single effect that's creating all these illusory
And then
dragons,
it would
then
have
they
to
will know which ones
recast
are
that.
fake.
Like, if it spends its time, like its turn recasting that, fine. But it's not like an automatic effect that kicks in every turn, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise there'd be no reason to ever disbelieve the illusion of this creature, because it would just shift every single time you disbelieved.
It's like a mirror image mixed with a blink spell. So it does go to a different spot each time. You're aware that it is an illusion. I would say that once you've seen through the illusion, you can make your check at a +4 every single round. But to
Would it
figure
still
out which
take an
one it
action?
is, it would still take an action, right? So
Okay,
in a group
that's
setting,
fine.
you might need to dedicate 1 or 2 people to be spotters.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna be the spotter. That's fine. And that takes my action to spot it every time, yeah.
Yeah, but it's initiative 0 modifier.
Hang on. But if we're aware it's an illusion, so we pass the check once, then next round, say Nyx points out that this is the real one, would we then be immune to the damage from the non-real ones?
Yes,
we
if
never
you
would
pass
ever
your
disbelieve the illusions, would we?
if you disbelieve that it's an illusion, you might not be able to tell which one it is. But if you know which one it is, you won't. No, this is complicated.
Okay, but I
think you
mean,
take-
like,
No, actually,
say
You
I
have
make
to disbelieve to not take damage. That's
yes,
how it is.
Hang on. But I make a roll to disbelieve this round. Okay, I don't do anything this round. I confirm in my own mind that half of these are illusions. Then next round, I go to attack, and Nyx says, "This is the real one." Do I then know enough to trust her that that's the real one, and know therefore that the other ones can't hurt me and not take any damage, or do I actively disbelieve every round in order to avoid being able to take damage?
You have to actively disbelieve every round. The Shimmer Drake is a terrifying beast. It's the great hunter.
I want to not roll to disbelieve them.
Okay.
I'm going to attack whichever one.
Yes.
I take a 10 on my initiative. I want to go at the end of the round.
Okay.
So
I'll
my
take it.
initiative was 6, so it should actually be 12.
I think it's gonna be a 3, right? +3 for.
No,
It's a
0.
+0 for the roll to disbelieve for you.
Oh,
Just the base 0.
because I rolled a 3 earlier. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Nyx is an 8, Raekwon is a 10, Fab Hides is unconscious, Abaddon, you go at 6,
12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
And Kale just wants to go last.
Yes.
Okay. Nyx, you are first again.
Right. So we're gonna do.
In check at 5 now, or saving throw at 1, whatever you want, or saving throw at 5. Since you're an
What
illusionist,
is the save?
you can either make a saving throw versus spell. Since you're illusionist, I will allow you to make an intelligence check instead if you would like. It just seems sensible to me.
I'll stick with the intelligence check. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, that's a natty 1.
Nice. Yep. And the creature will come out and take a bite at everyone with a.
It can't.
It does
It's
not. It
incapacitated this
is
round.
now
Can't.
incapacitated from Tasha's hideous laughter this turn. It falls on its back and cackles. This is the second round of the spell.
Must spend the next round regaining its feet. Loses 2 points from its strength, or -2 to attack and damage for all remaining round. What's the point of giving it a -2 to attack and damage if it can't do anything?
Because it lasts for 5 rounds. On the first round, it smiles. On the second round, it's incapacitated, laughing. On the third round, it reaches its feet. For the next 2 rounds after it reaches its feet, it has
essentially a 2-round. It's a 2-round CC essentially, and then it gets extra rounds of like.
Then nerfed for the following rounds. Gotcha. Okay,
Correct.
so this round it's rickety wrecked, can't do shit. Raekwon can go though.
All right. Not knowing which one is the correct one, I shoot the darts from my blow gun at I get 2 attacks. I'll get 1 now and 1 at the end of the round. The first one I will put on the creature directly in front of me.
Excellent.
This is a 16 to hit him.
Do you have a +1 from prayer or whatever?
Yes, +1 from prayer. So
then
17.
You hit.
Excellent.
It's also
damage.
on the ground, incapacitated, so it should have a minus something to AC. Right?
Right. You hit it for 1 point of damage.
For 1
Beautiful.
point of damage.
Abaddon.
Okay, not knowing which one is the real one, I will turn to face the one that's fighting me.
Mm-hmm.
And make an attack. Do I get a bonus for it being incapacitated?
Yep. I'll give you a +3 for rolling around on the ground.
It's a 26.
Beautiful hit. A critical hit even. You crash this thing in the face for a shit ton of damage.
2d6 plus 3. Oh, 6 damage small.
There's 6 of them, right?
And
There
wait.
are.
Okay.
And just in case it's the right one, I think I get an extra attack this round, if that's the right one.
They're all the right one. Right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. This is the mace, so these are the negatives of Battle Fate. So what does extra... Does it mean it loses an attack?
Yeah, so if
Yes.
it attacked this round, it would have 1 less. But
Okay, but it doesn't. so
It
it's not
doesn't.
else.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay. I should have done this from the get-go.
Are you tracking each illusion separately, by the way?
I should be. It's complicated because the illusion, like if it actually shifts from position to position, the HP bars might shift as they go around. So it's a hard thing to track its HP because each illusion will look to take damage independently.
Okay.
So -1, and actually let me scroll back up here. Abaddon did another 8. The other thing. Okay, cool. We're good. There we are. Excellent. Kale.
I'm just gonna pick one at random here. All right, I pick the one in front of me then.
Excellent.
So I just cast Magic Missile, so it takes 7 points of damage.
Excellent.
And then next round is the last round of the CC part of it, right, Greg? Where it gets its feet back.
The round after, it must use its turn to stand back up on its feet.
Gotcha.
Second attacks across the board. Whoever's got them.
Second attack for the blowgun will go into the same one, I suppose. No one was able to point out a different one to target.
Oh.
This one will miss.
Actually, hold on. There's an extra D4 + 1 there, Neal. It takes another 3. They were right. My Magic Missile got better since I hit level 5.
Oh, nice.
I think
Okay.
Chad pointed that out.
Abaddon, second attack. Same one.
No,
Nope.
I don't
Okay.
get a second attack.
Then I guess just it gets one more round of doing nothing. You guys can go in whatever order you want. I don't really care since you're all winning initiative against the
I'm
Drake.
going last
Can I-
again. I want to go after next.
Ask one question. Is your stinking cloud still up?
Yes.
So if that creature's not reeling, then the ones in the stinking cloud are all
be real.
illusions, yeah?
Yeah.
They can't be
if
real
it
'cause they're
ever
not
blinks to
reeling.
Those, yeah, they would have to make the save.
Right. So that
Makes
narrows
sense.
down at least the window of the ones that we should be
Okay,
attacking.
I hold my attack until after Nyx attempts to disbelieve.
Yep,
I'm
I'll
going at the
try.
end of the
I'll
round.
try again.
All right, Nyx. In, check it.
Hold up. I gotta roll first. D10. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got
Oh,
it.
nice. Yeah, you
Nice.
Let's see. Bam.
Oh.
20.
Is this
Wait.
including
Oh,
your?
wait, that's with the
Wait.
+4.
Plus one
That's
on
just my
saving
normal
throw.
in check. There's
Right, right.
nothing.
So there
That's
should
just
be
the flat check. That's +5. Yeah,
Yes.
25.
Yes, 25. You will spot it. The real one is standing over Fab Hides.
Right. I'm pointing it out.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
Or I
it
guess
spends its whole
laying
round
next to
standing
Fab
up, so
Hides.
we just have a
Yeah.
round of actions against it here.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm coming over here. I will
All
attack
right.
it.
Can it make me a saving throw at -2?
Okay, we do you first.
Yep, it will make you a saving throw at -2. It starts at the 14, goes down to a 12, goes down to an 11, right? and its saving throw is 11, so it passes.
Damn. Okay.
Abaddon, you want to provoke the attack of opportunity? No, it's actually, it can't because it's fucked, right?
Really,
yeah, they're still reeling. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, damn it. No. Well, actually, just any chance that hits because it's reeling? Probably not, right? Nah, it's only going to be a +3.
I didn't see the attack roll.
I got an 11. I don't think that's going to ever be
No,
enough.
it's not going to hit. No, AC 17, so. There we go. Raekwon?
Since they're reeling this turn and haven't gotten to their feet yet, I'll move over to the one standing where Fab hides and slash at it with my sword.
Alrighty.
With a 22.
22 will hit.
Excellent.
Nice.
For 2 + 1 is 3 damage.
Excellent. It goes down by 1. Okay. Anyone else have an attack?
I think that's everybody.
Okay. This is the round that the Drake can behave.
Yes,
Yeah?
it stands
Yes.
up now.
But with
And it has
-2.
-2 to hit and damage?
-2 to hit and damage.
You
Okay.
know, Neal, at the end of the round, can I move back to face off against mine? Since there's no immediate threats, I should be able to just move around in combat, right?
I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I want to finish this, complete the circle, make sure that
All right.
someone's there to attack it.
Everyone roll me initiative.
Can I ask,
Alright.
so Ryan's character, is he at negative or did he fail his system shock?
He passed his system shock, so he's on the ground.
He's just
Right.
unconscious.
Yeah. He
And
looks
he's not
like he's
bleeding
dead.
out. He's just unconscious, yeah?
To
No, it
your
looks like he
eyes,
did.
he actually no, because you've been passing your checks. To everyone else, Fab Hides just looks dead. He looks like he's been ripped apart by this creature. You see Fab Hides as like resting comfortably in the swamp.
Okay, right. Just making sure. Okay. I guess I'm determining again, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
What is my modifier for this one?
Abaddon.
Ooh,
Nix
that's
goes
a
at
bad
9.
roll.
Yeah, but you are 2 better than the 1 better than the Shimmer Drake. 2 better than the Shimmer Drake. I can math, I swear.
95 + 5 is 30.
Yeah, it is. Roll me a d6. It is still the one next to Fab Hides.
Ha! Can I
Still
change
this
my
one?
initiative then to swing my sword instead of the blowgun?
Yeah, you
okay, go at
can.
the same
You'll have
time.
to delay by
Awesome.
your sword initiative
Yeah.
speed, though.
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
Oh, they're actually the same speed.
It'll
don't
still
go
take a
after
delay
it.
because if you're like pulling
Yeah.
out your blowgun and then Nix is like, "No, it's that one," you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
we
yeah,
put the
perfect.
blowgun away."
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Cool. So
Totally
that'll put
Nix's
you at a
voice,
13.
by the way.
You know, I'm so good with the voices. They're just. The Shimmer Drake will go. And
At the same time as me.
At the s-
Oh, I didn't roll it into. Sorry, it's 11. I just rolled a naked D10.
Nice. Love it. Yeah,
so
same time as you.
At the same time, could it also just make me a saving throw again?
Another saving throw. 12 minus 2 or minus 1 is 11. Does it have a penalty on this one?
It does not have a penalty on this one. Because
Then
it's an
it will
air-based spell, but
pass.
it's gonna take damage still. It will take half of.
Wait, it's an air-based spell. Aren't you an air elementalist?
No,
you're
I'm a water
It's a
elemental.
water.
I
My
have air
mistake.
spells as well.
Okay.
It will take 12 damage.
Wait, what spell is that?
Even on a pass save?
Yes, it takes half.
Is this
Oh,
Lance of
Lance of
Disruption?
Disruption.
This is Lance of Disruption.
You will rip apart the Shimmer Drake into 1,000 pieces and, well, not really, but you'll blow a hole right through the corpse.
Yep.
Right through the main body of it. These Shimmer Drakes will all die, but this happens as its attack also simultaneously goes off. So everyone can be attacked at a 9 + 7 - 1. 9 and 6 is a
2.
15. 14.
Okay, it hits me.
13. Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't hit me.
Excellent.
Nice.
Minus 3, 4, 9.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
no.
13.
God, that was
All right.
almost too slow for me to kill that thing.
And the Shimmer Drake is dead.
Excellent.
Nice spell, Kyle.
Yeah,
Well
I think
done,
it probably,
everyone.
I think like Raekwon can't hear for a bit because it's incredibly loud and has a ton of force behind it. It's like a thunderbolt going off right next to you.
I go up to Dave. Dave, are you okay? I crouch down to Dave and try and save his life.
All right, Dave needs to make us a system shock check. Let's see what his constitution is.
Come on, Dave.
3d6. 15
Ooh,
con.
that's pretty good.
Oh, Dave the half elf. All right.
let me
1d 100. Oh no.
Oh no, Dave.
Oh
Dave.
no.
Well,
I don't think he's gonna make
did his
it.
job.
All right. Well, Kale, I think he's dead. Do you want the eyes?
No, I think elven eyes
I-
are probably better than half elven eyes.
Was he attacked by the real one or by the illusionary one?
Illusionary
Failed the
one.
system. Oh,
But he failed his system shock check. His mind is overwhelmed by the damage, and Dave is dead. But
I go over
Fabhides
to
is alive.
Fabhides. Yeah, I go to check Fabhides' body, and then after a few moments, realize that he's not actually wounded.
Yeah, his heart is
guess, and
beating.
I get some water out of the lake and like the swamp and like splash it on his face and slap him a couple of times. Wake up, you big oaf! Come on, it's not real. I know mechanically it's going to take D3 turns, but
Yeah, he wakes up in half an hour.
How heavy is the body of this Drake? Like, could we
Probably
move it
weighs
from
as
this
much as like
place?
4 horses, 3 horses.
4 horses.
Yeah.
I guess between the bunch of us, it probably isn't possible to move a thing of as big as 4 horses back to like the rocks. So, Raekwon will go about trying to remove the hide from the beast. Maybe he waits for Fabhide to wake up so that the trained hunter might know a little bit more about this process. Maybe the butchery of Abaddon is good enough, but I will try to remove the hide and the plumage of it so that we have the materials separate from the like bulk of the body. That's what I want to take back from it.
Okay. Well, why don't we go around the table and hear from every character, because I think we're going to wrap up this section of our story here. You, Greg, Raekwon, wanted to make this cloak, make this hide from this mystical creature. You have it now, and as you said, we can begin to prepare it for this thing. We can kind of hand wave it all and just say you managed to get it done eventually. Are you the owner of the whole corpse, or are you just the owner of like the first cloak that gets made?
Oh, I wanted to take the hide. My plan, after the deed has been done, is to take the hide of this legendary creature and find the great crafter Seor when he returns to the world, and request that he make from it a cloak to use as camouflage, and in return the rest of this legendary material would be Seor's to use as he saw fit. But I only requested in exchange that he use some small part of the creature's hide to create this cloak that would capture its ability to camouflage itself and hide from both mundane and magical means. And if Seor requested something more of me, I'm sure would be happy to make it happen. But once the season has come and gone and that has happened, my intention was to give the cloak to Nyx so that she could more adequately hide from the nightmare realm and either use it to explore further and find more, deeper, darker secrets in the nightmares, or perhaps just get a good night's sleep once.
Considering this creature sort of resides in the Feywild and is sort of part of it, the Feywild is also the realm of nightmares and horrible, scary, terrifying things. So if Fey phases into the Feywild with the cloak, all of these things will happen intermittently. Some nights will be perfect, peaceful sleep, and some nights will be like twice the terror as before.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. Speaking of Fey phasing into the Feywild, what is Nyx's thoughts on everything that's happened this session? And
I think so. At some point, Kayla's asked Nyx what she wants for herself, right? And she said that she wants to protect the people she cares about. And now that the ogres in the village are like no longer a problem, she didn't quite know what to do. But today on this, on the journey they did, she realizes that she's not just different in the sense that she's an awkward person who doesn't quite fit in. She is inherently different to the humans around her. And feeling so close to the Feywilds and, ultimately in the end getting this cloak as well, I think she's going to explore what it really is that makes her different, and what makes her transcend into like now the Fey realm, or like the realm of nightmares. So she's going to begin her journey into leaving behind her protective role in this part of the world and transcending over to a different realm, to try to, protect that place maybe instead, and figure out what it is actually that makes her different.
What about you, Kale? This was not part of your mission. You never needed to come out this far to the swamp. This was never in your thesis. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give back where you've gotten from, and Kale's gotten a lot from this group. I think Kale will probably wait for Malchus to return to the world and convince him to pop those elven eyes into his head. And equipped with the knowledge that he got from our dear departed half-elf friend, he'll use his new connection to the Feywild to make a lot of new documentation of the Feywild that is not currently available in the college library.
Wonderful. Abaddon, are these people worthy of your attentions? Do you feel the same way as Kale, that they've given you so much, so you need to give back to these people?
No, I think Abaddon's relationship with the Valley, I think, is over. He's done what Malchus wanted, which was defending the Valley. He's killed this beast and made amends with Verasi over any misplaced words or deeds or things that happened in the past. And on his travels around this area, he's noticed how weak all of the people here are, especially their hierarchies. Hearthhome, they were nothing. We literally walked in and saved their entire town and took over it. We went to this great university and their dean was running around naked, flailing. Like, these structures that men have built, what do they mean? They're weak. It's the strength of the individual that really makes change in the world, and change is what progresses society forward. So I think Abaddon will, he knows where he's not really welcome. He doesn't want to hinder Kale and Nyx too much in their life. And, Raekwon would make a good bard for them. I think he's going to wander the plains of this place, looking for people above their station, trying to command others and bring them down to size.
Excellent. Love it. Fabhides has not woken up yet.
He's still asleep.
Still
really
asleep.
Dreaming.
Some say even in the later ages of Arcadia, Fabhides can still be found sleeping in the swamp.
Oh, damn, Haxler!
One day he will wake again when the Shimmer Drake returns to the world.
This is why when the DM says, "Are you sure you want to be level 1? Maybe you should be a little higher." You take the extra levels. So what is next for our adventurers and our party? Because I think we are going to switch things up here a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
As we had discussed.
So it sounds like Neal is ready to step back a little bit from DMing. I missed the conversation at the end of the last chit chat. Could you inform me as to what Ryan and Nick decided and like what was going on there?
Oh, yeah, we just told them what we had talked about, and they just gave us a thumbs up.
All right, awesome. So going forward with lag, at least for the time being, I'm going to step into the DM chair. And I will be running the kind of story, the show, as we will, here in Arcadia in these early years. Neal's still going to do production for me, hopefully, because that part's the hardest for me. And
also as a player, right?
Also as a player, yeah. So
Yes.
I would love to have your input on whether the 5 of you would like to roll up brand new characters and brand new people in the stories, or if you would like to maintain the ones you have. We could all agree on like level 5 or level 4, whatever you all are, and go from there in some time in the future.
Well, I agree with this, thought not you, Greg, all of us had agreed that we'd probably roll new characters.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward that.
Yeah.
All right.
Kale is half of a character. I don't mind making a new one.
Yeah.
I think that sounds great. I'm totally down for that.
So wait, are we going to start at level 4 or 5, or will we start at level 1 if we all reroll?
If we all reroll characters, let's start at level 3.
All right.
I think that will give you all enough crunchy, fun things to do with your characters. You can kind of get a feel for who you want to be and what your kind of role in life is. I guess at the start of the next session, I might ask what heroic feats you have accomplished to get yourself to level 3. So think about what you may have done, how you have achieved your standing in the world, because you will be, you know, people of stature. This is a brand new world and you've reached level 3. You've done something of note. And we will start in the same kind of era here. Legends of Arcadia, I think, is rich enough in interesting things to do. I probably won't be at the very start of the world. I think we will play about 100 years or so into the future, where the land is still new and fresh. The gods still walk it. But there's been enough time for cities to take hold, a couple of generations to go by, stories to be told, and there's, you know, lots to explore and know what to do. But there and you know, find out new crazy things. But there's going to be some interesting part of it. Do you guys want to play in this valley in the future, or do you want to start in another part of the world that Neal has created?
I totally don't mind. Leave it up to you, Greg.
Okay. So this is a map that I am unfamiliar with. This is Bravo, I think.
Yeah, this is Bravo in the olden days.
Okay. So I don't know much of the lore of Bravo.
It is unwritten.
I might get together with McTacky and think of something, but let us.
It's a pan. Hello.
Let us start in. Are there only 2 cities in Bravo? Okay.
At this point in time, there is. Well, there's one more. Way the fuck down here. It doesn't have a name yet. Oops, that's the wrong way.
There's 3, right? Hawthorne, Porteous, Necropolis.
I don't want to start in Hearthhome, as we've kind of seen it and explored it a little bit ourselves. But I think I would like to start near the forests in some way. So let's not start in the south. Let us start here on the map. I'll ping it in my gold so that you can't see.
Here? Cool.
Yeah, right there. Right where the lake, the fields, and the forests come together. There's a new city that has been built by people of people of the world. Malchus's children have spread out, and this is where the city will be built. I'll name it sometime later and let you know.
Sometime later is a great name.
Yes, we'll name it the Great City sometime later. And we will begin our explorations of, something new.
Excellent. Generally, broadly speaking, you can feel free to play with this a little bit if you want, but this circled pink zone is elf territory, just as a general guideline. If you want to say that like the territory ends actually over here, or you want to edit it a little bit, that's fine, but just as a broad concept.
That, I think, works wonderfully. And elves are children of Astaire, are they not?
They are, yes.
All right, perfect. I think that we will, if you have questions about how what you want, about the world or how I DM or what we want to play, feel free to ask, right? I'm open to answering them either now or in chat or wherever. Is there anything that you want to do in your game? Right? Like if I look at, you and you say, I want to be the great spice trader that goes from town to town trading spice. Like that, is there something that burns and desires the group wants to accomplish when we play?
I'll throw you some DMs once I figure out what I'm playing.
Okay.
I had an idea and I forgot it.
Sorry, Neal.
Go for it.
We're not going to do a character creation stream. We're just going to do it off camera.
I think it's fine to do it off camera and have kind of a bit of time to introduce our characters to the stream on the first session, and I think that's fine. But if you all would like to have a full session, we can have a session 0.1 or whatever.
Well, I don't mind, but maybe we should roll stats now.
I rolled stats a couple days during our first chit chat a while ago, and I got 15, 15, 14, 13, 13, 10, 10.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm going to roll my stats now, right, Greg, if that's all right.
Absolutely. Roll some stats. Let's see them. I get to make fun of you if you roll 3 18s. This is the rule.
Am I doing 46?
What would you like? Would you like to have heroic stats, everyone?
I don't know. It depends what Neal did.
I rolled 4061. You guys can do whatever you want.
4061 it is then.
And are we doing 6 or 7?
We will do the traditional 6 of strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
All right, let's go.
I will do my best not to force you to use that.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
16, 13, 11, 14.
That's not bad. Come on, 1. Oh, jeez.
It got progressively worse.
That's not true. You got an 11 then a 14, dude.
I'll take
You're
it.
fine.
Next person.
Sean, are you gonna roll?
Do you want to go? I'll go now. I was typing up the discussion post. All right. Great start. Oh, okay.
Nice.
11,
nice.
15, 16, 9, 13, 9.
You know what?
Pretty
I'll take that.
solid.
It's pretty solid.
It's literally the worst character that Sean's ever rolled.
And it's still better than most terrible characters I've rolled. So okay. How many did we say? 6. Thanks, guys. I was about to do that. Okay, come on. Good karma. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's okay. I'm going down. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so you got like a slightly worse version of me.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Whoever needs that shit, I'm gonna be a fighter.
Should we do the all fighter party? 4 fighters.
Yeah, let's go.
Should we roll for Ryan?
I think Neal's gonna be a cleric.
A wizard, I think.
Oh, you changed your mind, have you?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, wizard's fine. Excellent. So Ryan can roll on or off stream. I don't mind. I find in the way that I like to play.
You should let him roll for himself.
Yeah, just roll for it.
He can roll for himself. That's not any good.
I find when I play that I don't actually care about attributes as much as my players do. So I'm not real super plussed on what he rolls. You can let me know or not.
Cool.
The only rule I have when it comes to player ability scores is if you bring 3 18s to my table, I get to make fun of you.
That's fair.
That's all it is. So I intend for this to be 2-point Neal to the best of my abilities. I know that's what people want to see, and that's what you are all familiar with playing, so that's what I'm going to run. I will try to remember to adjust everything into Thaco, or away from Thaco.
I think most of us are fluent in Thaco as well, so we can manage.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm used to
it. I think that D&D is inherently a silly game. And so there will be room for silliness and fun, because ultimately, if it's not, then what are you? It's just some grim, dark nastiness, which is in itself its own kind of humor. But I will do my best to have it be kind of a serious campaign. I know that the idea was that it's not my show into perpetuity, so I will try to have a nice sessions something amount of arc to it when I think of what I plan. We can expect I don't know how many sessions that Neal's looking for, but we can probably expect at least 5 sessions and no more than 10 to complete the arc.
Yeah, we're trying to keep a series of maybe shortish story arcs that we can, like, Greg can do one, and then Sean or Faye or Ryan or whoever wants to do one. Even Nick can DM.
Okay.
So we'll rotate around like that.
So
Even Nick.
even Nick. I
Do you
think
run
that
games,
this is...
Nick? I'm not actually sure.
I mean, yeah, I've played that
Okay.
game before, yeah.
He runs stuff on his channel, right? You have like people fight in an arena, and
All
you have
sorts. Yeah, I did a one-shot last weekend.
you had people like go to a necromancer tower or something.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to be a story involving the gods in some way, but is about interacting with the plight of whatever this town is that we're founding on the edge of the forest.
Nice.
And so, will be some investigation, some exploration, some good old-fashioned quest giving, maybe.
Cool. I will give you DM access to lag, so you can fuck with shit as you need.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
I think that is it for us. Ryan says goodbye wherever he is. And
Awesome.
See you, Ryan.
There's a discussion thread up on the subreddit if you would like to talk about the session or this discussion right now.
Mhm.
Either one.
You have to make at least 6 of them, and only one is a real one.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll all make a discussion thread, and then there'll only be answers in one of them at a time.
Yeah.
But it will change every day. So like
Yep. You can ask questions, but only like one, one
we go
out
and
can
fix
ask.
this. I'll make it
That was a fun
discussion thread
encounter, by the
14A
way.
through F, and
It
we'll
was a fun encounter.
like with Neal getting some shit, but like that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we probably should make it some kind of like if you do have questions, right? Put them in this discussion thread, maybe. I don't know, because I don't think we're gonna. Right?
I imagine-
Do we want to do that?
Yeah.
Is that a good? Yeah.
That's what it's for.
No, because we're like closing out the character arc is what I'm meaning, not just for this episode, but in general. If you do have questions.
Oh, well, maybe,
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yep.
Greg could make a second thread for his questions for the new game.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Great. All right, everybody.
2 weeks from now.
Who did
Sounds
this?
good.
You piece of shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait, Greg. This is going to be sick. I'm
Nice.
really excited.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I'm just as excited for you to DM as I am to play with Neal. It's going to be great times.
I'm already
I-
terrified of both things. It's gonna be good.
Aside from Ryan, I haven't played or with or under any of you people before, so I am super excited to actually be on the same side of the table as you guys. Oh my god, it's gonna be so nice.
You've got literally like 5 years of like bad blood and grievances built up with all of us. Your character's going to be screwed. You're going to be getting screwed by Greg. All of us are going to hate you as well.
If Greg wants to screw me, all he's got to do is get vaccinated and hop on a plane, right? We don't need to do it in game.
All right. The 6th is I've left open on my schedule, so if that works for all of you, that's when we'll plan session 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm excited, and I look forward to it.
We'll see
All
you
right.
guys in 2 weeks for Greg's version of lag. Bye-bye, everyone.
See you later.